Alright, so I'm just going to talk about the Septa Cuts and everything. So with the Septa Cuts, mainly the neighborhood of Northeast Philadelphia is suffering pretty bad right now because they cut the one bus along with the 19, along with the 88, also with the 73, the 50, the Boulevard Direct Express has all been cut, along with some of the charter buses to transport students to and from school. That's been cut too. So you gotta think about the people that live deep in the Northeast when there's literally only one bus in that whole zip code in certain parts of the Northeast where people either gotta walk to the over to the Franklin Mills Mall just to take the 20 or the 84, which that's going to take longer because you got to keep in mind it's a longer walk. Like say like if you live like on Ashton Road or on Knights Road or Academy Road or whatever, and the first couple of 20 buses are jam-packed, crowded to full capacity, like front door type crowded, like to the point it's drop-off service only. That's how crowded it is. Nobody else can get on it. So the only way you're guaranteed to at least get a seat or even to get on the bus is at Franklin Mills Mall. And then you gotta also keep in mind, it's gonna be a longer commute because there's no more express buses, which was very beneficial for the 50 and the Boulevard Direct Express, where the bus would just stop at certain stops and would just express from point A to point B. There's no more of that. And then with the 14 bus, that's one of the most busiest buses in the Northeast, where even if it's running on a 60-foot bus, that bus is still crowded to full capacity, to where those drivers just gotta bypass certain people, and ain't no telling when the next bus is gonna show up because they cut service to like 20% as far as the frequency. So now it's like a bus that used to run every 10 or maybe 12, probably 15 minutes now runs like every 30, 40, or even 60 minutes, or might not even show up at all. So you got to keep that into consideration. So
everybody trying to squeeze onto the 20, but he's not opening up the back door.
And then
the pettiness is
with
real.
The 73, it was a faster way to get from Frankfurt to Port Richmond to...
This is what Septa is really dealing with right now. They don't want to open up the back door.
Or students to go to Franklin High School or Franklin Town Center or whatever the hell that school is called. So now how the hell students is going to get from point A to point B? How people going to get from Frankfurt to Port Richmond? And then you got the 53 bus that's basically like doing two different bus routes, a little bit of the 3 and the majority of the 89, plus its own route at that. And then here's the thing too about it. In West Philly, it got hit hard because now there's no 30, no 31, and that's like a long ass walk between Market Street all the way to Lancaster Avenue. I mean, they probably figure, all right, you got the 21, you got the L, but what about if you're going towards to like Overbrook Park, like 76 City Avenue? There's no more 106 bus. So it's like we really stranded, you might as well say, in certain parts of the neighborhood, in the county and in the city. Because, like I said, certain bus routes they decided to cut, and it's real fucked up how they don't even really give a fuck for real. And now Amtrak, they're on the verge of getting cut too, because you got the regional rail trains that takes Amtrak's routes and everything. Like you got the busiest regional rail line, the Paoli Thorndale, and then you got the second busiest, which is the Wilmington Newark, and then you got the third, which is the Trenton line. Those are getting cut too, and those are with Amtrak. So if that gets cut, then some of the Amtrak trains are getting cut too, like the Keystone and the Pennsylvania lines. They're gonna be them getting cut too. And now I want to talk about the fare increase and the regional rail cuts and terminating the subway service at 9 p.m. Like SEPTA is in so much hot water right now. Like SEPTA is basically in shambles. It's almost you might as well say damaged beyond repair because they don't know how to do the money properly. So by them not doing the money properly, us passengers now we the ones that's suffering on stuff that used to be so convenient and easy for us. Now turned into an everlasting nightmare. Overcrowding buses, gotta walk almost a mile or 2 miles just to get to the next bus stop. Bus may bypass us. Bus may not even show up at all. And like all this stuff is just crazy.